Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Okay, so I actually just want us to like chill for like 10 minutes more, so we can have more people. So maybe by 6:40, maybe we can get started. So, but then let's just chill around for a while. Thank you all for coming
No
here.
problem.
For coming early. Let's chill around a bit for those that did not come in. Exactly. So yeah.
Well, good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma. Good evening. Um, please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes,
Yes, I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Good evening, sir.
We can hear you,
Uh,
sir.
okay, sorry for coming late because we are currently having the
We
onboarding
can hear you. We
for
can hear you.
Bootcamp and
No problem. No problem. No problem.
okay. So without wasting much of our time, um, I'm sure most of us attended the last onboarding, the general onboarding that happened on Tuesday. If no, then I'm going to repeating what the program director said before I invite the our instructor, that's Mr. Kim, to take over. So I will firstly um want to thank every one of us for being here. Um, on behalf of that, it is a great pleasure to have you here. And I want you to know that this is not a technology, this is a career path. And we thank you for choosing to work for yourself, to, to, to invest in yourself, because you get any investment, you can make a investment in yourself, investing in yourself, you will reap it in multiple fold. You can invest in stocks, you can invest in crypto, you can buy land, but those things are ephemeral, they are temporal. But whatever knowledge you gain now is going to be with you for life and forever. To- So, and secondly, I would like to thank our instructor, Mr. Akin, for volunteering to be here to give back to the community. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I want to know that these people, they volunteer um, their time to be here. So it is a lot. The record classes and home doing weekends to do live classes and all that. It is a lot, and I'm not going to take it for granted. So thank you so much, Mr. Akin, for choosing to give back to the community. Thank you so much, sir. So without wasting much of our time, I'm going to go to the program overview, the overview of the program. Um, so this training is going to be going on for 2 months. It's going to be going for 3 months, sorry. 2 months of intensive training and 1 month of boot camp. The 2 months now will be the theory part, the theory and semi-practical part, theory and semi-practical. And the following month, that's the minimum 1 month, is going to be for the boot camp. Boot camp is where you will be paired, where you'll be paired with other people in your community, other people in your peers, other people in the dive community. That's as you as a front end now, you'll be paired with back end, mobile, um, mobile project management, data analytics, data science, and the likes. So you guys will come together to create a live product. And of course, you guys at the end of the program, you guys can choose to go live with it, or you can just test it on it, whatever you may want to do. So 2 months of intensive training, theory and semi-practical, because as you learn on the go, the more you practice, because this is a practical course. Content is not what they taught you in high institution, Nigerian schools, where they will teach you some computer science students. They don't have a laptop. They don't even know how to run a laptop. It is a fact, because I have guys that studied computer science in Nigerian schools. Some of them they don't know jack. So, but this one now, this is hands-on experience. You'll be learning on the go. You'll be learning on the go, and I've seen the videos, and they are it's very, very practical. So, aside the theory practical, you'll be going to the bootcamp, and we'll have a week of events. Whatever you build in the bootcamp, you'll come and event it before you guys can just to do whatever. And that's again every weekend. We'll be having a live classes, because for this cohort now, we're using LMS, just like we have on Coursera, we have on Udemy, we have on Cisco and all that. So we have a platform where you go there, you watch videos, you do assessment and all that. So, and every weekend we'll be having a live classes where you can ask questions Q&A with your instructor. So whatever you don't understand in the preparatory classes, you can ask your question during the weekend. And fortnightly, we'll be having mentorship session. You have a mentorship session. You'll bring experts from your field. They will come and speak with you guys this how to ace the industry and all that. So that's that. And we are, according to the program director, we're having a tribe. We're having a tribe. We're having a tribe. So the tribe is like you'll be paired with five members of your group, like the youth content. You pair the people. So those are your first line of defense. Whatever you learn in class that you don't understand, before you go to your instructor, go and disturb the instructor. The first thing is go to your tribe mates, tribe mate, ask them why, ask them the question, whatever question, and if you don't understand them, you guys can bring it to the class. That should be like classes and ask question and all that. So that is that. And for the structure and communication, our social channel is Slack. We are using Slack. Slack is so we have, but however, we have a WhatsApp channel where you can stay update. So whatever updates you post in Slack, you click on the WhatsApp channel, because at time the Slack channel people can um, and the message, the announcement, the new announcement, the official announcement can be lost in messages when your peers reply to message and all that. You might find it difficult to find the official too, and just refer back to WhatsApp channel. Whatever is posted, that is posted on the Slack channel will be posted on the WhatsApp channel. So that is that. So our expectation for you, because this is free, does not mean it is entirely free. It is taking a lot from us. The instructors, they record classes, they use the data to host classes for you. So the things that we expect from you is your commitment, we expect your discipline, we expect your collaboration from each of you. We expect you to show you assignments, ask questions, and engage with your peers. It is very, very compulsory. Please forget it. And please don't see this as just another online program. It is Take this as your first step into career defining journey. Take it as your first step into career defining journey. Please, I won't waste much of our time. I'm going to hand over to Mr. Akim. I'm going to hand over to Mr. Akim to just, and in this class now we'll be choosing our class rep. We'll be choosing our class rep and assistant. We'll be choosing our class rep and assistant so that the class rep and an assistant, they will be the bridge between instructors and the students. So we'll be doing that at the end of this meeting. Thank you so much. Mr. Akim, please, are you there?
Yeah, very much. Thank you, Mr. J. Thank you
Yeah,
very much. Awesome. So, good evening, guys. Yeah, evening. We're still in the evening now. So, yeah, good evening. Sorry, I'm going to turn on my camera for some few minutes and then I'm going to turn it back off. Sorry. So, yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. As earlier introduced by Mr. James, my name is Akim Kudus. I am a software engineer. I currently work as a software engineer in full-time role at Engata Software Engineering Limited. And I am very, very much excited to be your tutor for the course of this bootcamp. I'm very much excited to be your tutor for the course of this bootcamp because I am someone that I've always loved, giving back to the community, doing my bit and doing what I can in helping people to learn tech. So having this opportunity, having people around, having this platform to be able to teach and give back to people it means so much to me. And yes, so I'm going to tell you guys to like gear up and get ready for very detailed. We're going to be having a very detailed journey, a very, very detailed journey. And I really wish and hope I really wish and hope, like I said, wish and hope that we all uh, get to the finish line, which might not be possible because definitely we're going to have graduating criteria and we're going to have some checking places. So, but then I really wish and hope that the best of us get to the finish line. So sorry, I'm going to turn off my camera back now. So yeah, awesome. So once again, welcome to Dive Africa. Welcome to the Dive Africa Frontend Bootcamp. Will be your tutor and proof. The excitement does not make me. I don't even know what to say. But then, I'm really excited for us to be here actually because frontend is not just all about it's not just about development. Front end is very, very rewarding. I can even say that front end is the most rewarding part of tech. Because why? Whatever you are doing, you are seeing the result instantly. Okay, whatever you are doing, you are seeing the reward, the result instantly. It's not that part of tech that you need to, I don't know, go through some process and do this and do that before you get to see the result. You are doing it, you are seeing the result instantly right there. And it's also this part where we bring ideas to life, bring solutions, think about how you can put things together, think about how you can solve a particular problem, okay, and then add interact in visually and add life and visually and interactively to solutions. Okay, so in the course of this bootcamp, like Mr. James said earlier, we are going to be having 2 months of intensive training. That's 2 months of, that's 8 weeks of training. We're going to be having 8 weeks of training. So during those 8 weeks, we are going to be taking our classes on the LMS, the Learning Management System. We're going to be taking our classes on it. And every weekend, we are going to be having a I don't know the right English to I don't know the right English to use to qualify this, but then we're going to be having a weekly meeting, a weekly session, me, you, and every one of us together, where we are going to be, after going through all of those videos, after going through all of the resources that will be given to you, that you'll be having access to. If you have questions, you have observations, you have things that you are confused about. Okay, so in that class, we would be taking all of your questions. Um we'll be taking questions, and then we might be doing review of assignment also, because definitely we are going to be getting assessment, because for every lesson you take, you need to practicalize it. So there's something about tech. Tech is not just about learning it, okay? Because this is unlike our university days where you go to class, they teach you, you put it on your head, write it down, exam time, you just pour it back, and then you are out. No, I mean, that is not how tech works. And that is not how tech works, because tech is all about what you are learning. You need to put it into right, you need to put it into practical. You need to get it down. You need to get it into practice. It's all about consistency. You need to be consistent with what you are doing. You don't just take courses without actually doing something with it. So that is why for the course of this class, we are going to be learning, and we are going to be doing. Okay, we are going to be learning, and we are going to be doing. Sorry, give me a minute. Sorry. Sorry about that. So we're going to be learning, and we're going to be doing. So it's going, that's why I said it's going to be a very intensive and effective class, because we are not just going to be doing theory like our university days that we were writing code on paper, a code with papers, with pen and paper. No, this is going to be different. We're going to be learning, and we're going to be practicalizing it. Okay, awesome. So in the 8 weeks, we're going to be having the weekdays for the LMS content, and the weekend we're going to be having a one-on-one session with one another, where we are going to be tackling questions, observations, and anything, and we're going to be, doing assignment reviews. And then for the last month, which is the remaining 4 weeks, we're going to be having boot camp. Okay, you are going to be paired into groups, where you're going to be paired with alongside designers, alongside back-end developers, because one of the reason why we are having this session is not just for you to learn how to work out, it's not just for you to learn tech, but learn how to make use of it, work with it, and also how to work collaboratively, how to work with other people. Because as a front-end developer, you need to work with a UI UX designer, a product designer. You need to work with a project manager. You need to work with a product manager. You need to work with a back-end developer, and you need to work with a mobile developer also. So we are going to be getting to that, the last part of the last month of the training. We are going to be having a boot camp, where you are going to be building products alongside with all of these other diverse parts of the tech: the backend developer, the product designer, the product manager, the project manager, and then the mobile developer. Okay, so we're going to be pairing you up. And then, I mean, after the session, after the boot camp, you are going to be coming to defend that particular product that you have built. You are going to be defending it, because that's this. So it's not just about stealing code online, grabbing code online. You are going to be coming and be defending what you've done. What technology have you used? Why did you do it this way? Okay, what made you decide to do this solution, and all of those? Okay. Also, yeah, I've talked about the bootcamp overview. So now let's go through like the rules of engagement. So I would always appreciate, because I mean, we all have something to do with our time. So I would always appreciate it if we all can always come early to classes. So now we're talking about punctuality. So the weekend classes, when we are going to be having a meeting, we're going to be having our hands-on sessions. So I would always appreciate if we can always come early to classes, so we don't have to wait 10 minutes extra for people to come in. Okay, now imagine this was supposed to be like a one of our weekend classes. Okay, we already wasted 10 minutes out of the scheduled time. That 10 minutes, we could actually use it to do something very, very, I mean, tangible, something very, very important, something very, very reasonable. Okay, so please, punctuality is very important. And also, punctuality in turning in attendance, because unlike an old school bootcamp system where we are going to be having we are going to be learning from human learning one-on-one like this, and then we are going to be turning in assignments to human also. You are going to be turning in your assignment to the LMS. So the LMS, we all know systems are automated and they have regulation and automations in place. So when you fail to turn in your assignment within a particular duration, you might not be able to turn it again, and that is going to be a penalty, and there's going to be a penalty. So I think when you miss your assignment for some particular period of time, I think maybe like 2 or 3 times, you get kicked out of the system. That means until next time. So let's be punctual to class, and let's be punctual to turning in assignments. Okay, let's be punctual to class, and let's be punctual towards turning in assignments. And also, one of the graduating criteria is attendance. So those weekend classes, make sure you attend those classes, because things that were not discussed in the LMS videos might actually come up in the weekend classes, and we might get to talk about it. So you would want to attend it for your own sake. That's one. And also, one of the graduating criteria is you need to have, I think, at least 75 or 80% of attendance. Okay, so that means attendance is what very, very important also. Okay, cool. Now, participation. Don't be shy. If at all you have questions, okay, because at some point we're going to be pairing us up in groups. Before we get to the bootcamp part, we're going to be pairing us up in group. That will be like our learning group. Okay, don't be shy. Ask questions. If you know that, okay, you think this guy gets it more than me, ask question. Ask for help. Don't be shy. Okay, because when you are shy, I mean, when you are shy, you don't get it, and you are shy, then you don't get to get it. English. Then you don't then you don't get to get it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Don't be shy. Ask question. If there's anything that you don't understand, ask question in the weekend classes. Ask question in the channels. Ask question in your peer group. Ask question also, please. Okay, and also, because we are all humans and we have different learning systems, we have different mechanics. Okay, you might be a fast learner, and then we might have another person that is not a fast learner, maybe someone that needs to, like, I mean, go over the point 2 3 4 times before they get it. Be respectful. Okay, because whenever we take a class, I get it at a go, does not mean I have the right to insult or to pass to catch cruise with someone that did not get it at one time. Okay, because please, let's be respectful. Please, we would like I would be taking question at the end of, like, we're going to be having a question and answer session, so we can all if you have question, please kind of like write it down. We are in the world of technology also. You can jot it down on your phone, you can use your notes, you can use your Google Keep and all of those, or you can use a WhatsApp DM also. So just keep your notes somewhere and keep your questions somewhere. We're going to get to that at the end of this whole session. So as I was saying, please be respectful, okay, to your tutors, to your mate, to your colleague, to the program managers, in the whole of the community, in the whole of the South Africa community. Please be respectful. If there's anything, maybe you see someone post something and then you think, maybe if you have a what did they call this, uh a oh god, English, an opinion that does not go with that particular opinion that the person posts, be respectful in putting it down. Okay, be respectful in putting that. Don't let us speak condescendingly. Like, don't let us look at people condescending. Okay, don't let us look down on people. Be respectful. If you get it at a go, people that don't get it at a go, don't pass insult on them, please. Okay, the only thing that you can do is you can help them. Okay, outside of our weekend classes, if, I mean, among your learning group, if you guys can have days that you come together to learn, to talk about things, days that you get to make research. Okay, and then you can bring your research result to the weekend classes, and then we can all learn at large also. Okay, we can bring your research, okay, the result of your research, bring it, and then we can pass it on to the class, and everybody can learn there. Okay, so let us be respectful, and let us, because like I said, one of the reasons why we are having this class is not just to learn, but then how to work collaboratively. So let us work in collaboration also, please. Let us work in collaboration. And also, when you have deadlines, like I said, deadlines to turn in your assignment, always respect it, because LMS system has been automated. When you don't turn in your assignments before the deadlines, you might not be able to turn it in again. And two, three strikes might get you kicked out of the boot camp, and then you have to try again in the next cohort. Like Mr. James said earlier, our communication platform is Slack. Okay, our communication platform is Slack, and then we also have a WhatsApp channel where you would want to join. Just go on WhatsApp channel, search for Dive Africa, join there, or Mr. James or the program managers would have shared the link to the WhatsApp channel in the link to the WhatsApp channel on the Slack channel. So you would want to join to get important information also, and also you want to stick to your mails. Okay, stick to your mail. Cultivate the habit of checking your mails, because as a tech bro, as a tech sis, you need to know how to check your mail. Okay, don't be the person that check your mail after 1 week and then you get there, you get to see bunch of mails or whatever. So cultivate the habit of checking your mails regularly, like in a day. Check your mail like 3 4 times in a day. Cultivate a habit, because when you get to be working in team, when you get to be working professionally, you might be working with teams that communicate via email. For example, you're working with a client, okay, and you don't have a Slack channel that you have your clients on. Your clients will be communicating to you through mails. Okay, so cultivate that habit before we get to that part. Okay, also, I've talked about no late coming. Please let us respect it. No late coming, and let us respect each other. Also, when you are giving assignments, no plagiarism, please. Don't go and do um copy and paste, because someone has done it, and then you just say, bro, Alpha, just give me your assignment, let me just copy and paste it. Please don't let us do that. Please let us put in effort. Okay, let's put in effort to make effort to try and do your assignment on your own, because the essence of this is for you to be able to work, stand alone, and in collaboration. Okay, imagine you're working standalone and then you have to be looking for someone's code up and down, going through GitHub. You are looking for code that people have written. So please put in effort to doing things yourself. Okay, if there's anything you don't get, yes, you can meet your peers. You guys can come together, tell them to explain to you. You get the explanation, and also make extra researches, please. Make extra researches, please. Okay, so as for the tools and setup that we're going to be using, so for the tools, we are going to be using we're going to be using VS Code as our text editor. So you might want to like go ahead now and download it. We are going to be using VS Code for our text editor, and then we're going to be using our browser. So as a front-end developer, what you basically need is your text editor, a very, very solid text editor like VS Code. We have Cursor and so on and so forth. Okay. And your browser, okay, which I believe every one of us will have. And also you need a laptop. Please, you need a laptop. You might be surviving with your phone when we're still doing HTML, CSS, HTML and CSS. But when you start doing some, when we start getting to JavaScript, or we start getting to Tailwind, or we start getting to React, definitely you cannot do that with your phone. So you need access to a laptop. Okay, in the general onboarding, Mr. Christopher said it. You might not need to own the laptop, but you need to have access to a laptop every day. Because like I said, consistency is the key. You need to be consistent in practice. Okay, you are not supposed to cram code, put code in your head. No, you're not supposed to cram code. When you do things regularly, it gets to become a part of you. Okay, when you do things regularly, it gets to become a part of you. So you don't even need to go and be cramming the code before you get to know what you want to do. Okay, because logic reasoning needs consistency. When we start to think of, okay, I want to solve this solution, I want to solve this problem, how can I bring about a solution for it? Okay, what can I put together to bring about a solution for this? It's all about consistent, because if you don't do it consistently, then you might not even be able to keep up with it. Okay, so Also our learning culture, we'll talk about the learning culture, we'll talk about the LMS. We're going to be going through courses on LMS. We're going to be having our weekend classes also, where we're going to be going through like a summary of the LMS, review of assignment. If you have question and answer, we're going to be going through it. And if you have research results, we are going to be also be going through it also. So yeah, I believe this is just this is a few things I would be liking to point out. So I think at this point we would be taking question and answer. Yeah, we'll be taking question and answer. So I think someone wants, so if you have question, if you want to ask question, you can raise your hand. If you don't want to, you can drop it like in the chat box. So yeah, do we have any questions, please, people? People of God, do we have questions? Okay. Sorry, give me a minute. Sorry, give me a minute. Someone raised their hand now. Give me a minute. Yes, Oluwash. Oluwash Itandisa. Yeah, please go on. You can go on and ask your question.
All right. So the question I want to ask is, you made mention of few things to download, but I didn't really get it. You were like very, very quite fast.
Oh, okay.
The
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. So I said we need VS. We need a text editor. Okay. I don't want to compose a particular text editor on us. So we need a text editor. Okay, a text editor is where we're going to be writing our code, what we're going to be using to be writing our code. So we would want to, so the text editor that I will be using, and I also recommend that you use it so as to be able to get the same result as I would be getting. Okay, so that will be VS Code. I will be using VS Code for the course of this bootcamp. I mean, that's what I actually use every day. So I'll be using VS Code for the course of this bootcamp. So you might want to download that, or you might want to download Cursor. Cursor is a very good text editor also, which is actually built off on VS Code also. So, and also you'll be needing a web browser. I mean, we have tons of web browser out there. We have Chrome, we have Mozilla Firefox, we have Safari, we have Edge, we have Arc, and so on and so forth. So you don't use any browser of your choice. Okay. And also, like I said, you need access to laptop. You don't need to own the laptop, but you need to have access to it for consistency's sake. Okay. Yeah, awesome. So do you have any other question, please?
No, 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 not at all. That's about it.
Awesome. So yeah, Ajiboye, yeah, go on. Ajiboye Bukayo.
Good evening. Good evening,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you for the brush up. So, okay, what I want to know now is the LMS, as
Okay.
you just brushed through with us now. So, when we are learning, the LMS, are we just, okay, is it through the resources that we get? That's where we learn from. Then, when we now have the combined classes, maybe say on Saturday, as you said, the live one, that's when you will now start rushing us through basically. So is it that we would first study on our own with the resources before when it is now the weekly, the Saturday times or Saturday live classes? Is that when you now start putting us through? Because when you
Okay.
were saying earlier, you said you would, when we have questions, then that's where we start attending to those questions. So I want to understand that part.
Okay, awesome. Cool. So the LMS content, okay, are for you to consume. So it's actually a video recorded content. So it's a video of me taking you through the curriculum practically. Okay, practically. So we're going to be having hands-on session right on that on the LMS videos also. So you would want to practice it. Okay, you would want to practice it. So the points that I'm trying to drive out is on the weekend classes, if at all there's something that you don't maybe quite understand from the LMS, and then you need like an in-person explanation, then we can have that, then you can bring that down to the Saturday classes. So we are not going to be learning on Saturday classes only. The LMS contents are learning content, videos, recorded videos of the curriculum, of me going through taking us through the curriculum, explaining things to us with practical sessions in those videos. Okay. And then on weekend classes, if there's anything that you might not have understand from the LMS content, then you can bring it to to the weekend classes. Ajiboye, did I make justice to that?
Yes, you did. Thank you very much. But again, okay, so now based on what you said right now, that the LMS already have the curriculum for the learning. Now, so how are we going to know, okay, this is what we are to study? What if somebody just start going through everything, trying to just store up everything and start practicing it all?
Awesome.
Are we going
Yeah.
to be having time? Okay, this is the one we have to check. This is the one we have to study.
Yes.
And the assignment, when the assignment comes in, so we know because since it is on Saturday, we'll be having the live section to tell
Yeah.
us what to do or any other thing. So will the LMS have those inputs? Okay, today we have to study this and we have these particular assignments, this and that. And also how will the attendance also be taken? So it will not just be that, okay, when we're having the classes and when we're having the live, you putting us through on Saturday, as you said. So those things I think we need to know it. So it's not just be that we
Yeah.
just go into the
Clearly.
LMS and we just start.
Yeah, clearly on it. So the LMS content, you would only get access to some certain LMS content for some certain. So you for week one, you only get access to week one content. For week two, you only get access to week two content. So I don't know, you should have been the curriculum should have actually been shared with you. But then the LMS is a tailored content. Okay, it contains tailored content, and we want you to digest it. So you would only be getting access to those contents for that particular week. For week one,
Okay.
you be getting access to week one content. For week two, you be getting access to week two content. And obviously, because you've gone through week one content, you can actually still go back and take it again. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, very well indeed. Yes,
So
thank
now
you.
about the attendance, the program manager will communicate how the attendance are going to be taken. But I'm very sure automatically taking the LMS content is one attendance, and also attending classes. We're going to be having attendance there. So the program manager are going to communicate how the attendance are going to be taken. Okay. So I have quite a question in the in-call message, but I want to take Dauda's question first, and then I'll go through this. Dauda, please, a quick one. Go on.
So I'm not on the WhatsApp community. I'm only on the WhatsApp channel.
Okay, so we only have WhatsApp channel. We don't have WhatsApp community. So the reason why we are not doing WhatsApp, we are actually maintaining Slack as the official mode of communication, as the official channel of communication. So the reason why we don't take things to WhatsApp is because when you take things to WhatsApp, it start getting personal. Okay, even when we pair you guys up, like in the learning group, before you take it away, before you take things away from Slack to WhatsApp, you need to get people's permission. Like, okay, guys, can we do WhatsApp? Do we all agree to do WhatsApp? Because I mean, WhatsApp is actually very closer to, like, it's like a thing that everybody uses every day. So you need to get people's permission first before you take it to WhatsApp. Because when you start getting to WhatsApp, then you start getting personal. Okay, so that's why we're not doing WhatsApp. So the only WhatsApp thing that we have is the WhatsApp channel, where you'll be getting regular announcements, updates, and news from Java Africa. Dada, did I do justice to that? Miriam, sorry.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, so Anyotade is asking, how do we get access to the LMS? So the LMS, you get access to the LMS by invite only. So the email that you use to register for Dive Africa, you are going to get an invite on it. Okay, like I said, stick to your mail, check your inbox, your promotion, your updates, your spam also, because for one reason or the other, the Dive Africa mail or might be actually be dropping your spam. So you want to check your spam also for regular for updates. So yeah, the LMS, you have access to it by invite only. Okay, so when you get invites, you get into the LMS system, and then you can start taking content. You can start taking the content, consuming the content rather. So Victor Timilen is asking, which extension on VS Code do we need to download, and which browser do you recommend we use, or it depends on individual preference? So for the browser part, yeah, it depends on the individual preference. Actually, I am not using Chrome, and I'm not using Safari. I'm using Arc browser. Okay, I'm using Arc browser, so it's just individual preference. Actually, it's individual preference. But I mean, if you want to see exactly what I'm seeing, You might want to use the same browser I'm using. You might want to use the same browser I'm using. But like I said, it's individual preference. If you want to stick to your Chrome, stick to Chrome. If you want to stick to Mozilla Firefox, stick to Mozilla Firefox. If you want to stick to Safari, stick to Safari. If you want to stick to Edge, stick with it also. So it's individual preference. And also about the VS Code extensions. For now, okay, for the course of for starting these classes, I'm not going to be saying any VS Code extension for us to download for now. When we get to the part that we need VS Code extension, I'm going to be mentioning it. Either I would mention it in the LMS content, or I would mention it in our weekend classes. Okay, so either I mention it in the LMS content or I mention it in our weekend classes. So yeah, that's that about the extension. So for now, I'm not going to say this is the extension that we should install, this is the extension that we should install. Okay, yeah, cool. Now, after the bootcamp, is it a good practice to copy codes for a project if one have short time to finish up a project? So I don't know how to answer this question actually, because it's yeah. So this is it. You've learned, you've been building. So if I am implementing a feature, okay, so maybe I have a course to implement a drop down, and I have actually implemented it somewhere before, or I have a course to implement a character limit on a particular input, and I have actually implemented it before. Yeah, I can always go back to it and just pull it and just use it. Okay, I can just go back to it, pull it, and just use it. And I mean, we're trying to like beat deadlines, so yeah, we can do that. And if you are not talking about your own code, maybe you are talking about I mean, just some random code online. I mean, you can actually get it, but then make sure that code that you are getting, even when you are using AI, okay, even when you are using AI, make sure you understand that code that you are using, that you are writing. Okay, because obviously we are in the world of AI, so we are not going to say no AI, no AI. Nah, we're not going to say no AI. Even we might actually be using AI in one of our we might be like we might actually be taking us through how to prompt AI properly. I mean, good to get a good result from AIs. So, but then make sure you understand all of this code that you're getting. So you don't just ending up overlapping the timeline while trying to beat the timeline. So for example, now you're trying to beat the timeline and then you just get a code from somewhere, you just put it, and then something breaks and you don't know how to fix it. Okay. So when you are getting a code, make sure you understand the code. And if it is your code, yeah, definitely you can always reuse your code. Okay, how does attendance work? I think we've talked about that. Okay, about Slack. Some of us are yet to be added to our track. Okay, so if you've not been added to the front end track, I guess you can reach out to the program managers on the Slack channel. But then I believe everybody will be added to their appropriate channel. So I believe everybody will be added to their appropriate channel. So yeah, can we all access messages that will be sent on WhatsApp channels also on Slack, or one has to be on both channels? So I mean, join the both channel, it's for your own good. Join the WhatsApp channel, and then Slack is our official means of communication, so you need to be there. But then the WhatsApp channel is for you to be regularly updated. In the WhatsApp channel, in the Slack channel, we might actually drop announcement. Say we dropped an announcement, and then there have been ton of messages that have covered the announcement up. You get to miss that announcement. But if you're on the WhatsApp channel, you get to see those announcements, because WhatsApp channel is going to be the announcement that we put there only. Okay, so you need to join. Like I would advise that you join both. You need to join the Slack, and I would advise that you join the WhatsApp channel. Okay, yeah, cool. Now my question. Oh, sorry, Tawhid. Rahman Tawhid, you raised your hand earlier. Sorry, before I go on with the question. Tawhid, you
Yes,
still want to answer?
I wanted to ask about the elements of the thing. Like, how are we going to access it? But you've responded earlier that will be sent an invite.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be by an invite. Yeah, so it's by invite only. Yeah, thank you. And you are going to be invited with the email that you use to register for Dive Africa. So if you have multiple emails, you would want to keep checking that email that you use to register for Dive Africa if you have not been invited already. So My question is that which engine is best to use, or which one are you using between Mac? Okay, between Windows and Linux. Okay, I'm actually using a MacBook, so I'm using Mac OS. I'm not using Windows. I'm not using Linux, and I'm not saying one is better than one. Okay, I mean you can actually use any of them. Just make sure you have a very good laptop. So if you want to use Windows, you want to use Windows 10, because I think 8 and 7 are like obsolete now. So you want to use Windows 10, and then you would want to use you want to have a very high-end laptop, maybe something of like 8 gig RAM and a very, very good processor. And then for Linux also, you would want to use a very good laptop also. And then for MacBook also, you want to very use that. So it is not all about use this system. This system is better. No, you can actually use any of the system. You can use Windows, you can use Linux, you can use MacBook. Okay, you can use anyone that you have access to. Okay, or is there any other one that is better? I am not going to say anyone is better. I am not going to say anyone is not better, because this is not the war of Windows is better, MacBook is better, and all of those. So yeah, to just use anyone you have access to, any good laptop that you have access to, use it. Now, which platform can you recommend for researches? So for researches, okay, so when we get to those parts, we're definitely going to be recommending resources. Okay, as we are consuming the LMS content, we're going to be recommending resources also. Okay, we're going to be
Bumi, I will do you back. Bumi.
I know ni.
I
sorry,
swear.
Onyeka.
That's what you
Onyeka,
got.
your mic is Onyeka,
As
your mic is
waiting as a side chick now.
Onyeka, your mic is unmuted.
Aisha. Aisha.
Okay.
Aisha. Touch my head.
Is Mr. James on this call? Oh. Onyeka, please, your mic is unmuted, please.
Man, do your neck, they talk that nonsense.
Onyeka, your mic is unmuted, so kindly mute yourself, please. Thank you. So, Windows 7 Microsoft stopped supporting Windows 7. So Microsoft stopped supporting Windows 7. So if you are using Windows 7, according to Microsoft updates, you might actually be prone to virus. So I would advise that you use Windows 10, and I would advise that you use the Windows 10. Windows 10 is like the latest Windows, I believe. Yeah, the last time I checked, Windows 10 was the latest Windows, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Windows 10 was the latest Windows. So yeah, you might want to use that, because Microsoft stopped supporting Windows 7. So for security sake, for virus, to avoid virus sake also, you might want to use Windows 7, Windows 10 rather, the latest Windows. So yeah. Windows 11. Oh, sorry, Windows 11. Yeah. Sure. Windows 11, exactly. Windows 11 is the latest, exactly. So yeah, Windows 11 is the latest. Thank you, Oyelade, Komolafe, and Oyeni. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
I saw you were just mentioning Windows 10. When you are using Mac, so you don't know Windows 11 is also there.
I mean, you cannot blame me. Actually, I have a Windows laptop that has Windows 11. So surprisingly, the last time that I opened the laptop is like, I can't remember. So yeah.
It is well. Professor.
So any other question, please? Any other question at all? No, it's not pressure. So any other question, guys? Okay, so if there are no other questions, so I am going to say this. I am going to hear it a lot in the LMS content. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. So I'm going to see you guys in the classes, in the LMS content. I'm going to see you in the weekend classes. I'm going to see you guys. So enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, Oyelade, you want to ask a question?
Yes, sir.
You're gone.
Okay. I'm having issue with my voice. That's why I typed it.
Sorry. No, I mean,
Sorry.
okay. What about Mac OS X? I don't know what you mean by Mac OS X. So, okay, what about using Mac OS? Yeah, sure, you can use Mac OS. I mean, I'm using MacBook, so definitely it's going to be a Mac OS. So I'm using MacBook. I'm using MacBook. So I'm using a Mac OS. Yeah, sure, definitely. So so will there be a weekend class this weekend? No, because we have not started consuming. You have not started consuming the LMS content. So there's not going to be a weekend class this weekend. Okay. I mean old Mac OS versions. I mean OS X. OS X. Sorry, oh, I'm sorry doing solar. I think I'm hearing this for the first time. Oh, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but then just make sure whatever you are using. Oh, 2010. Oh, yeah, sure. If your laptop is has the capacity, I mean the power enough to carry to run servers, because you are going to be running server when we get to the React classes. So yes, you can use it. But then I mean it's very important that you make sure your laptop have the ability and the power to run server. Okay, to run server, because you might actually be having bonus classes of learning Next.js, and Next.js server is going to be heavier than React.js server. Okay, so you need to have like a laptop that is efficient enough. Okay, cool. Dauda Miriam, you have your hand raised.
Yes, sir. Please remove all those that are not on Slack.
You have not been invited to the Slack channel. Hello, Dauda. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, I think she's having network hiccups as usual, Nigerians. So Nkechi, yeah, go on.
All right, good evening. Thank you very much. Please,
Sorry,
when should
give me
we?
a minute, sorry. If I've
All
answered your
right.
question. Hello, Nkechi.
Yeah, hello, good
Yeah,
evening. Can you
yeah,
hear
good
me,
evening.
please?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, when should we be expecting the invite to the LMS?
Okay, so like I said, if you have not already gotten the invite, so start expecting the invite from today till like the weekend. Okay, so if you've not already gotten the invite, start expecting it from today till the weekend. Okay,
All right, thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. You're very much welcome. Ajiboye, you have your hand. Ajiboye, your hand is raised.
Yes. Please, and you were saying about the server that we'll get to see whether we'll start running server. So before we start the class, so it won't be that when we get to the point of servers, that's when our systems won't be able to run it. As you already prescribed a system of 8 gig RAM and a very good processor, anyone who is having that minimum requirement of the system will still be able to run the server.
So if you
So,
have something that is around 4 gig RAM, actually, you
okay,
should still be able to survive. But then
okay.
it might
Or
actually
vibe.
slow down. Yes, it might actually get slowed down if we get to like Next.js part. Okay, because Next.js is actually quite heavy locally. It's quite heavy locally, but then when it gets to the server, when you deploy Next.js, it's very light. So, but then if you have something around 6, 8, I mean, some people used to do like added run
1632.
8,
Will it
16,
still?
32. I mean, no, you are going to be flying. You are going to be like
Okay.
flying, flying.
No, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Um, Dada Miriam, you have your hand raised.
Yes, I asked a question before, but the network locked me out, so I wasn't able to
Ah,
hear the answer.
okay, yes. So I was asking, have you not been invited to the Slack channel already?
No, I didn't know. I was looking at the WhatsApp channel.
Oh, you got here through the WhatsApp channel. Okay. Can you like go through your mail, check your mail, go to your mail, your spam, updates, inbox, promotions, check everything, and make sure that you've not been invited. Okay, if you've not been invited, then you can reach out to admin at diveafricahq.org, and then send them a mail that you were accepted into the bootcamp, and then you've not been sent a link to the Slack channel, that you've not been invited to the Slack channel. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Miriam, did you get that?
No, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I think I'm too fast. What I'm saying is check your spam first, check your inbox, check your promotions, check every part, like every category of your mail. Okay. If you still didn't get the mail, then you can send a mail to admin at Dive Africa. Okay, let me try and like just get the I'm going to get the mail, the email address and send it in the income message for you. Okay. So you
Okay,
can
sir.
send
Thank you, sir.
that particular email address. So I mean any other person. Okay, Ajiboye, your hand is still raised. Do you still have question?
Sorry, no question. Let me remove my hand.
So like I said, please, if you've answered your question, you can put your hand down. Thank you very much. So I think someone dropped a question. Oh, where will be invite? I mean, the invite is going to be sent. The invite is going to be the LMS invite is going to be sent to the email that you use to register for Dive Africa. I think I had said that earlier. You need the email that you use to register for Dive Africa. So the invite is going to be sent there. So you would want to check. You would want to check that. Keep checking that email from now to like weekend. You get your invite and then you can join the LMS system. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Okay, so if there's no other question, so Mayam, I'm going to drop the so it should be admin at divehq.org. Yeah, so that's it. That's the email address. So you can reach out to that email address and
Sorry,
tell
I'm
them
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The assignments.
yes.
So based on after every LMS course, is that
Okay.
when the link for the assignment will be in? When we'll start to do the
So
assignment? Is it
you
after the
only get
Saturday?
you only get the access. You only get access to the assignment after consuming the
The
required,
course.
because every
Okay.
assignment needs every assignment has a requirement. Okay, so before you get access to that particular assignment, you need to have consumed the course. Sorry, the content. Yeah, you need to have consumed the content. So for week one assignment, you need to have consumed the week one content and then have access to it, and then you can do it and turn it in. Okay, cool. So any other question? If there's no other question at the count of five, 4, okay. Yeah, that's the email. Yeah, that's the email. So yeah, I believe we can call it a day. Thank you guys for joining. I'll see you guys in the next class. I'll see you guys in the LMS content.
See you too, sir. See you too, sir.
Thank you. Bye. Hi. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Yes, sir.